Southern California, a father stands accused of murdering his own son, is reportedly in emotional shock. Ambrosio Andresian Sr. appeared in court earlier this week wearing a special shirt. That shirt that you see, the vest, is meant to prevent suicide. He entered a plea of not guilty. The body of his 5-year-old son, Ambrosio Andresian Jr., was found in a lake near Santa Barbara, California. Investigators say and believe it was his father who killed him. Joining me now is the attorney for the boy's father, Ambrosio Rodriguez. Sir, I'm glad to meet you, but I'm sorry it's under these circumstances. First of all, we have to address the fact that there's a concern over your client's well-being. Is he suicidal? Have you noticed that he is not well?
Well, the reason that he's wearing a suicide vest is that because of the nature of the case, the intensity not just of the media attention, but obviously the circumstances that were here, he is being placed under psychological evaluation. That is not uncommon for the jail to do that in a situation like this. The jail obviously wants to take precautions.
There wasn't anything specific to him necessarily?
Nothing that I can go into in public, but there was enough that the jail wanted to take precautions and have him evaluated. Regardless, in situations like this, whenever we're talking about a case like this where the guilt and the pressure can seem too much, they will do psychological evaluations.
The guilt and the pressure, though, he pleaded not guilty. Help us understand that, because the optics of it don't look good for your client.
I can't talk about the facts of the case because of a court order that sealed all the reports. So at this time, I'm not allowed to do that. I can tell you that a plea of not guilty will always be entered at the arraignment. Where we go from here, I have yet to... I really don't know, simply because I have just begun to receive an investigation or the police reports from an investigation that lasted 72 days.
Can you speak at all to what he said? I mean, obviously, this baby is no longer alive.
I understand.
And your client knows that. Well, does he have anything to say that you can say of what happened to this child? Not
at this time. And that's not for any other reason that I need to be able to review the evidence, prepare response with my client. I understand that everyone wants answers. I know.
None more than the mother of that child.
Of course. However, we do have a system in place. We have a criminal justice system in place. That system, that process has to go forward.
Sure.
And we have to be allowed or be given the room to do that. My client still has his rights, and I'm here to protect those.
You met with him?
I have.
What was he like when you met him?
Well, obviously, he is going through what I can only be described as a living hell. He's going through a lot right now. That's all really I'm liberty to say because of attorney-client privilege. But I'm looking forward to seeing him today and throughout the week in order to discuss this case with him and
What's
move forward.
What's his family saying? Are they supporting him? Or are they standing with him? His
family is in seclusion. They have received a lot of threats through social media, frankly, as have I in my office, just for representing him. So this is what I'm talking about, the idea that we shouldn't have a process, that it's all done. We do have a process. Everyone is presumed innocent. If Mr. Andresian isn't presumed innocent and has a right to a fair trial, then no one does.
A lot of emotion when a child is the victim here. There's a hearing next month. What will happen at that hearing?
We will most likely not choose another date. I'm going to have an update as to how much of the investigation I have finished, and also whether or not there's anything that comes from him being evaluated by psychologists.
You have your work cut out for you, certainly, on this case, but I know you have taken on many difficult cases before. Thank you for being here with us, and we wish you well, because the wheels of justice must turn, and we don't want you caught up in anything terrible. Be well and be safe.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
We're going to